What's up? This is OG.
This is Kay,
This is Millie.
and you're now listening to the T.H.O.T podcast.
Hey, yo, Kay, you woke?
Yeah, I'm woke.
And welcome to another episode of the T.H.O.T podcast. Unfortunately, tonight we're down one. Millie can't make it tonight, but that's okay. We got your back, bro. And first of all, I want to start this podcast by saying thank you so much for everybody who's been supporting and listening to the podcast via YouTube and whatever other platforms you're listening. We appreciate you. If you want to know how to directly get a hold of us, please visit us at twitter.com/_.podcast. All one word, all capital. That's THOTPODCAST. Once again, go to that Twitter link. There's a link tree there. You can join our Discord. All the links to where every platform is right there. So make sure you use that. Go there. Twitter.com/_.podcast. All capital, one word. So, Kay, what you got to grace us with today?
Well, OG, we're going to get right back into some more motivation as far as being a content creator.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So one thing I just want to get off my chest, there's people out there that don't know digital, right? They're not aware of what opportunities are out there as far as getting on a platform and becoming a content creator. So I'm just going to throw out a few tips, and hopefully this helps whoever's listening.
So what we got for them?
First thing you want to do, pick a platform.
That's right.
You have YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, D-Live, OnlyFans. You even got things out there like Plexstorm, you know.
I'm gonna search it. I'm going to Plexstorm. I had a I know those people. I'm going to Plexstorm. I'm sorry, Twitch. I'm sorry, YouTube, but I'm too good for you now. I'm going to Plexstorm. I'm sorry, okay. That's where I'm gonna be.
Hey, by all means, do what you must. Do what you must.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing. Kay, what do you think about me doing half dress cosplay? Like I be Donatello from the chest up, and be just me how I was born from the chest down. What do you think about that, Kay?
I don't know, OG. I mean,
I know it's a lot to swallow, isn't it? It's a lot.
Oh man, but for real, all jokes aside, pick a platform, do some research on each of those individual platforms to see which one you think will fit best for you or your needs as a content creator. If you're more familiar with YouTube, maybe that's where you want to start. If you've never heard of Twitch and you're totally unaware of what it is, it's probably a good time to make yourself an account and just pop in a couple of streams and just get a feel for the whole entire Twitch community to see if that's something that fits your needs as well. You also have
Correct.
Mixer by Microsoft. So, you know, if you a Xbox G, you know, that's your platform. You love being on Xbox. You might want to check out Mixer. You know, pretty sure you guys heard in the news there's a lot of big time streamers that's coming over from the Twitch side and they're on Mixer now. So that might be the platform for you. But yeah, definitely do some research. See what fits your needs and where you want to start.
And test them out as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to be stuck to one platform in the beginning. You can do both. You can do two of them.
Absolutely. I'll definitely encourage that you try all of them. As I said, see what best fits your needs as a content creator. The second tip that I have for you, just stream. Sometimes when you have individuals starting off as a content creator, they question whether or not if they have the appropriate equipment they feel like they don't have. a computer. They feel like they don't have the right mic or camera. You don't need all that stuff to start streaming.
Right, right.
I'll tell you
Basics.
why. Yeah, just the basics, because you don't want to spend money on expensive equipment. Start with with what you have, then build yourself up as you grow your channels. Um, you honestly might even find out that you don't even really like streaming or enjoy it. So why waste money on it at the beginning? You know, test the water, see if it's something that you'll even maintain before you put that kind of money
Correct.
into
Yeah.
equipment. You don't want your money to go to waste. Definitely, just if you have a console, just use that. They have features now on consoles where you can connect your accounts to YouTube or Twitch, whatever streaming platform you're using to get started. Hey, you can even
So
use your phone nowadays.
so speaking of using your phones, can I stream off of my Obama phone? Okay.
Yo, what phone?
My Obama phone, it's a Nokia 6500 plus. It's got
Probably
like,
not. I would assume you need a
damn it.
updated a updated Android or iPhone that's using updated Google services
Okay.
or
Okay.
whatever. I
So
know
I
I'm
need
not
to
an
get me
iPhone user, so
one of those Apple iPhone type of thingies, or one of those Samsungimuses. I got you, okay. Got you. Writing
yeah.
this down.
Can't be in the stone age trying to be a
Yeah.
content creator. You gotta keep up with the digital.
Right. Got you.
But definitely, yeah, just try it, see if that's something you're gonna maintain and continue to do. All you need is yourself because people don't watch you for all the extra stuff most of the time, overlays and alerts and all that
Correct.
stuff. They're there for you to see you, the content creator.
And you can even stream off of an iPad.
Oh
If you
yeah,
got
you
an
can.
iPad, a laptop, anything like that, there's a category for you. If you like to eat, you can do mukbang. You can literally eat, stream it, or record it, and talk about anything you want to talk about. And you probably will do better off as a mukbang. What do you call those? Are they called mukbangers? I feel sad calling them mukbangers, but mukbang is so hitting right now, okay? And it takes no energy, no anything. You just sit at a table, eat, and talk and engage with people, and you could probably be the next mukbanger star.
You're right
I,
about
I,
that. I've actually done a few myself and I've been harassed quite a few times to do more. But
see,
I'm not feeling it with the mug. I don't know. That's just me. I don't
you're a natural
like
mukbanger.
people watching me eat.
Yeah, well,
Feels weird.
you had that big old Popeyes chicken sandwich the other day, okay? You didn't
But
even
I was
share it.
also hiding behind the camera. Like
I
nobody
know, and
was
you didn't
watching me
even
eat
share
it.
it with us. Like, I was sad that you didn't share it with us, because I wanted to air bite your sandwich as you were eating. I could have been sitting there air biting. You know what I mean? It's
True,
content.
could have. But then
Yeah,
there's some people always complaining. Stop chewing in the mic. It sounds
that's
disgusting.
that's ASMS. I don't know how to say
A
it.
ASM. Oh yeah, ASMRs.
There
If
you
you're
go.
into that, you could do that. There's all
There you
types of
go.
content you could put out. That which will lead to the third tip. Figure out what your content is going to be. You don't have to stick to one major thing, but definitely at least have an idea of what type of content you want to put out. You can
Right.
be very heavy into doing reading books. Maybe you want to be a book reviewer. I've thought about doing that. Maybe you're into anime and you want to do reaction videos to your favorite animes, every episode that's downloaded. Maybe you read manga. You want to do reactions to the chapters of the mangas. There's all types of things that you can do to create content as an individual. You just have to figure out your niche and what interests you. Definitely you want to do something that you feel like you're familiar with and you have fun doing because that of course you want to have fun with the content that you're putting out, right? Otherwise you'll, overindulge and you'll start to feel depressed, maybe, frustrated and stressed out because
Stressed
you're
out.
not
Hmm.
enjoying the content that you're putting out, you know?
That's a very, very crucial part. Just like a job, you're not going to last long at a job that you don't like the environment or you don't like working that job. So you
Right.
have to love what you're doing. Um, if you're streaming a certain game, you got to love that game. If you're uh, whatever you're doing, you have to have a passion for it, because it's got to be a daily thing to get to somewhere. It has, I would say daily, but more frequent, right?
Mhm. I guess for the next tip, once you've established those things and you got your foot in the door, you start uploading your content. Now there's two different ways you do this, whether you're live or you just upload. Now I'm not sure which direction you guys might choose to go in, but if you're a live streamer, you definitely want to make sure that you're always engaging with yourself or your chat. And the reason why I say yourself is because you might not immediately have people in your chat to interact with, but you definitely want to always continue to be entertained, or entertain yourself, or pretend like you're entertaining someone in a chat, because you never know,
Yeah.
there's always people lurking. They might never even type, you don't even know that they're there watching. You might have a couple of viewers, they're just watching you to see like how you stream before they actually engage with you. I have lurkers every day
Pro
that
tip.
don't even speak, and then
Right.
like maybe
Correct.
10 or 15 minutes after being in my stream, they're like, "Hey, I was in here lurking, but I enjoy the content." I'm like, "Oh, well, hi. Welcome to the stream." Like they don't
Hey,
always announce themselves immediately. They are trying to evaluate you.
and I'm gonna give y'all a pro tip right now. Y'all might not know about this, but get you one of those mirrors, one of those little vanity mirrors with the lights on it, with the bright lights, and put it on your desk. So when you don't have nobody, for one, it helps you with the lighting to your camera, and you can look at yourself and talk to yourself. I'm serious.
I've
Like
never
it
tried that.
helps. Try it, and I guarantee you, more of your own personality will come out. I don't know. That's an old actor's trick, like reciting
Really?
their lines. Yes, they go into a mirror with lights, and they go over their script over and over again, looking at themselves in the mirror, and you becoming to notice like your facial expressions when you say certain things, and you can adjust stuff like that, and you get to know how you look while you're saying things. It's just all about that, having a visual of how you looking as you're saying something. And I know it's something that your body or your mind does to keep you, you know,
That
tuned
makes
with
sense though.
yourself. Yeah, try
I
it.
I
Try
can
it.
see that. I actually used to practice in the mirror for
Yeah,
interviews.
yeah,
It helped me better myself being interviewed for job opportunities. And then after a while, I was just like, oh wow, I'm so comfortable, just doing an
yeah,
interview. I feel like I'm just having a conversation versus like being attacked with questions. Yeah, I
yeah.
can see that. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good tip. Hmm. The next tip I would highly, highly suggest that you have to be resourceful.
Huh, huh.
You
Tell them about it, Kay.
This is probably the biggest tip, and we're gonna probably end up elaborating on this a lot. But I can't count how many times on both of my hands that I've had somebody come into the stream or comment and ask me, how do I upload? This is a sarcastic question, obviously, but it could be something simple like, how do I upload on here while I'm live? It's like, yo, I'm very willing to help and give tips to like all kinds of people, but when you're asking simple questions that you're not willing to take the time to go Google, go on YouTube and type in keywords that helps you identify like how to do something. If you're not being resourceful and you're trying to be a content creator, you are starting off on a bad foot.
Yep. Already
A
digging
very
a
bad
dark
foot.
hole. A dark
Yeah.
hole.
Like you're in
Everything
hot
has
water now.
instructions. Everything
Mhm.
you do in life has an instruction to read, to learn, knowledge yourself. You know, go out here, Google, search. Even Kay, I was thinking about that. You told me that one time before, Kay, and I don't mean to interrupt you too bad in
Oh
your
no, go
segment,
ahead.
but you had told me about a long time ago, people asking. And I was saying, it kind of works both ways for the content creator that you come into my stream and ask, because I can go make a bunch of that type stuff on tutorials on YouTube. So every time you ask me, I can say exclamation point this, exclamation point that,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then go to my YouTube and watch it and then run my views up for me. So, sometimes that could be a good thing, but it can be a pain when you're trying to entertain and you're in the middle of a game and things are sticky and hot, and 70% of your chat is there, wanting you to get a win, and somebody's asking about what do I set my bit rate at? So it can be very, very stressful.
Yes,
I
it
understand.
can. And there are some questions that I've been asked during stream before that I actually thought was pretty a pretty good question, and I had no problem answering it at all. But there's I guess in a way I would say selective questions, right? If someone comes in chat and asks me, "How do I start streaming?" It's it's not really an open-ended question, so I have no way of being able to even
That's
explain
like a
that to
great
you.
question. Yeah, that's like you hit the button that says
Yeah.
live.
Like, in what way you mean to start streaming? Like, there's so many elaborate ways to explain it, like what we're talking about right now. There's just so many things that go into streaming. Like, you have to, at least at some point, be resourceful enough to, like, especially if that's what you're trying to do, you need to take the
Right.
initiative to Google a couple of things yourself before asking simple questions, because that just means you're not taking it seriously. At least to me, I don't think you're taking it seriously if you have to ask me something as simple as, what do I need to stream? You can you can literally Google that, or you can type on YouTube how to start streaming, and there's like millions of videos that pop up in the search feed. Obviously the top ones are like top YouTubers that have probably over 300K views. There is absolutely no reason for you not to figure these things out on your own. Because when you have the
Yeah.
serious questions, now no one's going to take you seriously because you come across as a troll, or somebody that's not willing to put in the work or the time.
Yeah.
And
Give you bad information that way too and sabotage your channel.
yeah,
So be careful who you're getting your information from, and make sure that you also do your research. Never take a person's full word.
that is true. That's definitely true. Which leads into, you have to take some type of criticism as a content creator. You know, also some advice, but I would say you probably only want to focus on improving yourself where it resonates with you and what works for you. So you might have a favorite streamer or somebody that you've been following and watching, and you're like, "Yo, I want to be just like this person." And if you ask them for advice and tips, they might have tips, cuz like you know me, OG. We go way back.
Yeah.
I used to have, not even ads, but I used to have streamers just come to me and tell me, "Oh, well, you should do this, you should do that." I would try it, and then I find out that it doesn't work for me, or it makes me uncomfortable as a content creator.
Right, right. Same
Because
here.
everybody has different goals and
Correct.
things set in mind of what they want to do with their content. So you definitely don't have to take everything word from word, but have an open mind. So don't shut out every idea or opportunity, but have an open mind. So that gives you an opportunity to test out what works for you and what doesn't, but still be true to yourself in the process.
Yeah. If you only play one game and you only want to stream that one game, it's okay. That's the joy and the beauty about being able to create content. There's no anything. You don't even really have to have a schedule. Just be consistent.
Mhm.
You know, that's like the main thing is being consistent day after day, night after night, or week after week, or whatever. Just be consistent and talk, 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 and talk to people. Say hello. You know what I really hate now? It seems like it's not a big deal. If you rate
What?
me even with one viewer or host me with one viewer, I'm grateful. I'm gonna say thank you. You know, it
Yeah.
seems like people that's like it's not good enough anymore. People don't even pay attention to their chat like they used to. You know, pay attention to your chat. Those are the people who are making you shine.
Exactly. Everything is word of mouth. And truth be told, a big reason why my channel grew is because I had friends that shared that information to their friends or family, or people that I might have worked with, went to school with. They're like, "Hey, you remember so and so? She been streaming," and they start
Yeah.
telling everybody, and that brings more people in.
Get you some business cards made up. They got that little online site. You can get, you know, 200 or 300 business cards for a little nothing. Put your stream link on there and tell people to come and watch you. And another thing, to viewers, if you're listening to this podcast, support your streamers. Okay?
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be by money, it doesn't have to be by bits, it doesn't have to be by anything. A way that you can support totally free is to make sure that you like their content. Number one. Number two, give them some love on their Twitter. I know 80% of everybody got Twitter that watches a streamer. Repost them, share it, ask your other friends to retweet, ask those friends to retweet. Build your community, build it.
That's actually kind of important too because I have so many. I've built so many friendships and connections with like other streamers. It's impossible for me to watch every single last one of them because sometimes there's like 5 or 10 of them streaming at the same time. And realistically, I'm like, dang, I can't have like 10, 20 tabs open at one time. But I definitely like follow them on Twitter. I'm always like liking their tweets or I'll comment. I'll try to show my support and give that support out in some kind of way or form or fashion because they do just about the same for me. The
Yeah.
amount of time that they put in just to show me love or appreciation. Hey, I see you. I'm lurking. This and that. Support each other definitely. Like I can't stress that enough because nobody can make it on their own. Like you can
Yep.
have content creators out here claiming that they paved their own way, they got there by themselves. That's not true. They've had somebody back them along the way. They've had somebody tweet them. They've had somebody raid them in order for them to get to the position that they were. So when they hit,
Networking.
yes, definitely networking. There is no such thing as you made it on your own.
Yep.
It might not be directly, but there's somebody in the background that has been helping you and you might not even know it. Basically humble yourself
Yep.
when you do get a following, when your channel
And
grows,
respect
definitely.
others
Mhm.
for sure. Listen
Yes.
to your. Sometimes the people in your chat know what's best for your stream, and sometimes they don't. Learn quickly how to decipher what's good for you, the information that you need, and the information that you don't need. That what works for one streamer may not work for you, but there may be bits and pieces that you can take that will work for you.
Mhm. I mean, it all works full circle, it's like I said, it
Yes.
depends on you as the individual. Everybody is unique in their own way. So certain things that work for me might not work for you. Things that work for you might not work for me. I'm like, hey, I'm a always support you and be there for you. But don't work for me, buddy. Like I've had
Yeah,
people
I can't
do
imagine
things
you
like
driving American Truck Simulator.
no, definitely not. I've had people, well, streamers try to force the notion on me that I should stick to one game when it comes to my content.
Yeah, forget that.
And I just can't, I can't do it. It's not in my agenda at all. It's not in, I can't sit on the same game
That's why
day
we have
after
those
day after
titles.
day after day.
Variety. We are
Yes.
variety streamers. That's why we have the title.
And don't get me wrong, like there is proven if you stick to one game, your channel potentially can grow faster and bigger within just streaming that one game. But to me, it takes a toll on me after a while. Like I tried to sit in the 2K community for so long, I got irritated. Like I
Right.
wasn't even having fun streaming anymore. Like it really stressed me out. Cause one, the game is not even that well playable. So I get really irritated with the game. And then on top of that, when I'm trying to be competitive and win, because I have found myself becoming a little bit toxic in
Mm-hmm.
the 2K community when I don't get wins. Because I'm playing with viewers and they're not taking the game as serious as I am. So I feel like I'm being disrespected and troll and, all that other stuff. And so it's been times that I've became toxic. But I was like, okay, I got to get myself out of this because I don't like what I'm becoming and like how I've been acting. I need to reset and I'll hop on another game. But then, people from that community are like, well, I want to see you play 2K, this and that, So I learned that I could not take that advice because it did not work for me. That shit was depressing for me, to be honest, to sit in 2K all the time. I tried it, did not work. Now I like where my channel is going because I get to do whatever I want. I get to play
Yep.
whatever game I want. And
Freedom.
and the community is growing. That the people that are there that support me, they enjoy watching me play these different games because there's a different reaction, a different response to every game that I play, and I enjoy it. So it works for me. But that's all I have for some quick tips on getting started with streaming. I hope it helps whoever's listening, and that
Yeah. Great information, by the way.
thank you.
Great information. I'm gonna use some of that game. I'm gonna use a lot of it. Because no matter how big you think you are, no matter how much you're growing, there's always something new that you can add to make your content and make your channel better or stronger.
Absolutely.
Build a
I'm
community,
still learning.
guys. Oh, me too. Build a community. It starts with building a community. Get you a Discord and a Twitter. Add people to it. Build your community. Listen to your audience, their feedback, what they like about you, what they like to see about you. Stick with it and go.
All right, OG, I'm going to give the next segment over to you. That's all I had to talk about. Thank you for listening.
Now, moving on.
Oh, OG with the drama.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go with all the today we're going to do a little bit of, it's not really drama, it's just game news and a couple things that is happening right quick with the report. First of all, Sony wants to move the PS4 players to the PS5 faster than they already predicted. According to GameSpot, the PlayStation 4 was such a huge success, and the last time they had a huge success on PlayStation was PlayStation 2. So the company is looking forward now, and then the main goal is to move the community to the current generation, from the current generation, I'm sorry, to the PlayStation 5 more quickly than it has in the past. Okay, they're Sony, it says right here, Sony wants you to buy the PS5 faster than usual with the GS new update. These are gamers who are networked and sticky and engaged, passionate about PlayStation to an extent we've not seen in previous generations, he said. That was a spokesman saying that. It's to take the community transition in 2020 So we could actually be seeing the PlayStation 5 maybe almost at the top of the year from what these sources are saying in 2020, K. How do you feel about that sudden transition now, them wanting to hurry up and get the PlayStation 5 out there?
Well, they still gonna have to wait for me to get it. That's kind
Right.
of soon for me. I guess because like the holidays and everything, and with me actually spending money on my trip, it's kind of like, I probably
Right.
won't even get it till like mid year. I'm
Yeah,
looking.
that's well, I personally think this. I think PlayStation knows the power of the Scarlet. Okay, they're a competitor with Xbox. That's the new Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what they're trying to do is beat the Scarlet to the next generation. Because if the Scarlet came out and the PlayStation 5 was not ready, because we don't really know or a time frame when the Scarlet is going to drop, but I can predict that it's probably going to drop in 2020. So PlayStation
Okay.
is really trying to make a run on Xbox. And I've even heard them talking about maybe they're going to bow down and do some cross-platform stuff. I hope that happens.
It's very well on
I
its
really do.
way. It's very well on its way because there's
Oh yeah,
definitely we have what Fortnite, we have Modern Warfare now. I think there's some other free to play games that is actually crossplay between
correct.
Xbox and PlayStation, also PC, but everybody's always encouraging that
Even Call
Xbox
of Duty
versus
is crossplay.
peace PS4, you know.
Can you believe it? COD, Modern
Yeah, I never thought
Warfare.
I would see that happen
Yeah, I
ever.
didn't ever think that was going to happen ever. And moving right along, Duke Dennis, the demigod himself, one of 2K's biggest streamers, goes in on the devs and the community. And this is what he had to say.
The delayers, the cheaters, if you do any of that, you are a part of the problem. Now, every year, 2K got some glitches in the game that 2K should fix once they identify the glitches, but they don't, and that's a problem that 2K creating. You know what I'm saying, 2K. But then again, just because a glitch is out, it don't mean that you should do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you still ruining the game for everybody else. Now the demigod glitch, all the other glitches, yeah, whatever. But the logo glitch is what really made me make this video. Now, it's a lot of YouTubers, bro, who put that work in for that logo. Whether it's late nights, streaming late nights, put in hours and hours to grind toward that logo. And once they finally get to a certain point, 2K be like, all right, boom. Appreciate you for repping us. Here go the logo. Keep doing what you're doing. That's just what I take from it. But now you got Timmys and Jimmys with 100 subs, 1,000 subs, 5,000, 10,000, even 20,000 subs, bro. Who ain't put that work in yet, and they doing a logo glitch just to do it. Basically, what I'm saying is, y'all be ruining shit, bro. The 2K community love ruining. Y'all be watering down for other people. Y'all be ruining, bro. Y'all just be ruining shit.
And there he goes. Y'all just be ruining shit. Just to let y'all know a little bit about Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis did participate in the 2K Community Day. So he probably has some type of contract, I'm pretty sure, with 2K. But I want to say, him being one of the influencers for 2K and speaking out like that, a round of applause for the man Duke Dennis. He's speaking from the heart right there. I understand, Kay. What do you think about this new glitch, the badge glitch? Like, they're even glitching logos on themselves.
You know what? That's bad. It's very bad. I can say there's quite a few big streamers. ATL is one of them. I don't even think he has the YouTube logo, and he's always one of the top streamers in the Twitch community. There's also a few streamers on Mixer
Right.
that I've watched. I think Navad is one of them. He pulls a pretty huge following on Mixer. But Mixer seems to not even get any kind of attention from the devs when it comes to 2K content. So there is definitely a lot of lack in recognition of big streamers, the streamers that actually put in the grind. You know,
Correct.
I wouldn't even add myself in that category, even though I've put hundreds of hours of like content into 2K. I don't, you know, I personally don't care, because when I don't feel like my experience in the 2K community has been completely all that great because of like the way that the game does play. And he's making a good point. All the glitchers and the people that's doing, you know, demigod glitches and all that stuff, it ruins the experience of the game for everybody else that wants to just play it how it's meant to be played.
Correct.
It takes away from the game, and it
does a lot.
Terrible.
A lot. And not only does it take away from the game, but that's just like false claiming. Like, you got people who are just running around with these badges for what? Like, what? Running around with a 2K logo on you does what for you? It doesn't get you anything in the game. So at this point, you boosters, you glitchers, you are just doing it for just to be a sellout. It was an old saying that people used to say, if your friend go jump off the bridge, will you jump? In this day and time, it seems everybody's jumping behind everybody. Mm-hmm. So for all you badge glitchers, whatever you doing out there, just stop it. And for 2K, I would like to say, if y'all don't get control of this game, somebody's going to come in and sneak into y'all in this atmosphere and develop something. Live may be plotting. That's probably why they didn't put out a Live 20, is because they're probably looking at all the mistakes that 2K is making and all the mistakes that they've made in the past. They probably went to Japan and got them a better developer, and they're going to attack viciously next year. So once again, I'm so glad that people like Agent Zero, Duke Dennis are like some of the noted people of 2K or personalities of 2K are actually speaking out.
I did want to say, despite the glitchers and people that's exploiting the game, I'm not going to give them credit. But because they are doing it, it also shows what everybody has been complaining about the game.
Correct.
It's actually exposing all the weaknesses and the exploits that the devs and 2K needs to fix. So, you know, when it's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing that they're doing it, because it's shedding it, you know, to light that they need to fix their game.
When you got glass cleaning lockdowns that can run the point and shoot a half-court three and dunk from the foul line, and that's been a glitch for over a month, yeah, they need to get off their butts and stop drinking all that 2K coffee and actually do some work in the studios. So once again, for the people who are partnered and, you know, Duke Dennis, because he's like one of the only ones I see speaking, and Agent Zero, round of applause again. Moving right along, this is a little bit of news, civilian news. The BART police here in Pleasant Hill, I'm sorry, I couldn't even say it, get it out. In Pleasant Hill, California, detained and ticketed a man for eating a breakfast sandwich before work on the platform of the train, the BART. BART is a subway train here. Steve Foster of Concord, California, was detained Monday morning at the Pleasant Hill BART station when he was approached by the BART police officer, and he said, I was just there eating my sandwich, waiting for my train to come. But old badge-toting Officer McCormick was like, we don't care. Okay, I've walked past all these other people that was eating a sandwich. Forget them. We're coming to you. So Foster says, he stated to, what is this, a news source here? Foster says, officer wearing wearing the name badge McCormick walked past several other people eating and drinking on the platform and confronted him directly. His girlfriend caught the interaction on her cell phone. He was even handcuffed. That's the detained part. I'm definitely upset, mad, and a little frustrated, angry about it, said Foster. Bart says state law prohibits people from eating or drinking in the paid portions of the station. In other words, from the time you enter the turnstiles to the time you exit them at your destination, you're not to be eating anything. He was not arrested, but he was ticketed. He was cited for eating, which is a violation of state law, said spokeswoman Alicia Trost. Is that how you say her name? She adds the man was lawfully handcuffed after refusing to provide his name multiple times. Once he provided his name, he was cited and released. Wow. The Foster, he said he doesn't plan to sue, but he does have some advice. I hope they start focusing on stuff that actually matters, like people shooting up dope, hopping the BART, and people getting stabbed. Now, I live in the Bay Area, and I've been on the BART, where I've seen a man sit on the BART and pull a needle out and start shooting up dope right in front of my eyes, with kids on the same train car. If you remember, about a year and a half ago, 2 years, I think, 2 girls were coming home from a party on a BART station where a gentleman snuck behind them and stabbed and killed the girl for no apparent reason. And multiple situations like that have happened. Someone's always getting beat up, stabbed, and cut on the BART. But y'all are out here harassing a man for eating a sandwich before he has to go to work. Okay.
That's crazy.
What did the world come to?
That's crazy, man. First of all, that's just a crazy law to have. Why they even have that in place? Because here we have Metro, right? Sometimes they serve, donuts and breakfast food at the train station. And, there's no tables or seating. So there's only one place to eat, either inside or outside while you're waiting for your train.
Yeah. And they serve food at the BART station. And that's the crazy part. But here's where it gets wild. One thing the Bay Area is known for is when stuff like this happens, the Bay Area stands together in protest. So now, yesterday, people were at the Embarcadero station. We're all just at the train station protesting, eating snacks and sandwiches on the BART. And then on Tuesday, they plan to go to the same station that the man was harassed and all stand there and eat McDonald's breakfast sandwiches on Monday morning. According to Bill Gluckman, ABC 7, about 440 people to date have registered to go and stand on the platform in protest and eat a McDonald's breakfast sandwich in defense of them, quote unquote, allegedly unlawful, because it's a state law. So I don't want to say I want to say it was a state law, right? I get that. Mm-hmm. But it was unfair treatment, I think. Could have been like, hey, man, you're not supposed to do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But now they're going to have to worry about 440 people going to the BART station and all eating McDonald's breakfast sandwich. Big round of applause to all the people who are going to go. I might go and get me a sandwich and stand on there and eat too. Big round of applause for you guys that are protesting and showing the BART that we don't stand for this stupid law. And I'm OG, and thank y'all so much for listening and tuning in. That has been all I have for the Drama and News Report. See you in the next episode. Okay, Kay. I've did my part. You've done your part. Now it's time for us to say goodbye to the podcast, Kay.
How do I? No, I'm not going to start.
Oh, my goodness. Please sing it to us, Kay.
No, I can't sing. But yes,
well,
this
I'll
was
take
a
over.
Great podcast.
I'll sing us out. How do I sound like a 60s rock and roll singer.
Hey.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for all the support we've had. This is just our third episode, and we are having fun making episodes for you. Once again, let me remind you, we have a Monday episode and a Friday episode. If you want to know more, that is twitter.com/_.podcast, all one word, capital. You can also search us on YouTube. But if you want to get in direct contact with us, go to our Twitter page. On that Twitter page, there's a Linktree link. If you open that up, that shows you all the platforms that we're on. There's a platform in there called Discord. It's a communication channel where you can download the Discord app for free on your phone. It don't cost you anything to use Discord. You can come into our Discord. We have rooms in there where you can say, hey, we've seen this topic, right? And you know, we'll probably use your topic in the podcast and give you credit for it. Also, if you're following us on YouTube and you're watching our YouTube videos, please leave a comment so we can give you a live shout out on the podcast. We can say so and so, thank you so much. We will start doing that in our show. So if you're watching our video, comment on the video, like, and subscribe to our YouTube so that we know you're there and we can say, hey, we see you. Thank you so much for supporting us. Once again, twitter.com/_ capital all letters .podcast, one letter. I mean, one sentence, one floor, one everything. You know what I'm saying? Twitter.com /_ .podcast, all caps, one word. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
All right, guys, until the next episode, we wish you nothing but the best on your endeavors, and may you have peace and all the blessings you need. I'm OG.
And I'm Kay.
And we'll see you in the next episode of the Thought Podcast.